Okay. Hello, how you doing? I don't know your name, but I know that Aaliyah wanted me to do this message or do this reading for her. Um, I believe Rashad is your name. Is Aaliyah your brother's name? Because that's what she's saying, Rashad. Um, she wants you to know that she loves you so freaking much. She loves you and the family so freaking much. She says that she loves how you guys have preserved her legacy, how you guys have kept her private information private. She says that you guys have done a phenomenal job. Like, you know, she feels like that she couldn't have a better family. Okay, she's talking about her royalties. She's saying that basically it's some discrepancies that's going on as far as her royalties, and she said that she's very grateful that you guys are like fighting so hard because it's something that she deserves. It's some big wigs that's trying to stop y'all. It's some people that's basically trying to control the narrative when it comes to her, and she's not liking this. She says she gonna do anything in her power to make sure that you guys get exactly what is owed to you all, because somebody is trying to come up against y'all and make it to where y'all don't get exactly what's owed. Okay, so a side note, she's referring to Robert, meaning R. Kelly. She said that he was a really good friend of hers. She said that that man would never do anything to hurt her in any kind of way. She said whatever stigma that you know was put out to the public, she said they don't know him like I know him. Like, she's getting real, you know, sentimental about this. Like, she's real, like, man, y'all just don't know the energy that I'm getting. It's real heartfelt. Like, it breaks her heart. It breaks her heart to like the stigma that he's getting, you know, behind his name and what the world sees him as. The way that they broke him down is what she said. She said she don't. She said she just did like this, like, you know, it's a lot of other things that she want to say, but she just like, you know, like she is just she tight-lipped about it. She says she don't want to cause any harm than what is already done. She says that if he does get a chance to see this message, that he needs to know that she loves him and she always forever love him. He always has a special place in her heart. Most definitely. She's talking about her mom. She said, "Mommy." She was very playful. Like, you know, she had a very great relationship with her mom. She was like the apple of her mom's eye. Most definitely, to both of her parents. She's very loving. Like, her whole family. Her family loved the heck out of her. She said that my family always, they may not have agreed with certain things that she did, but they always supported her, always had her back, you know, because they were the type of people to where they didn't want to hinder you from learning your life lessons. It was they know that life is about learning lessons, and they were, you know, willing to let her explore and learn her own lessons, as long as it wasn't anything that was hurting her or causing detriment towards her in any kind of way. They let her explore, and that's what she loved about them. That's what she respected the most, that they, you know, they let her have her privacy. She talking about Missy. She said, "Missy," she said, "you was the sister that I never had." Oh my God. Oh. She said, you was the sister that I never had. She said those nights that you would sit there and you would just cry and cry and cry and cry. She said, I sat there with you. It's like some kind of black furniture that you had. Oh my goodness. And she said that you, for nights on end, you closed yourself off. She said you closed yourself off from everybody. You didn't want to talk to nobody. You didn't want to take nobody calls. You didn't let nobody come in. Only the people that came in was the people that was bringing you food and the people that, you know, came to check on you. And that was very slim. You didn't really want nobody around you because it hurt you. It hurt you to the core. She said she will always forever love you. You was her sister. She said that was my sister. She said always forever to the core. She said all those nights that we had conversations about life. She said it's so much that you taught me about. She said you made me become more confident within my singing. She said you put me in a lot of uncomfortable situations when it comes to my talent. She said, but you pushed me. She was like, you pushed me. You pushed the heck out of me. She said, I'll forever be grateful. Timberland. She said, between you and Tim, she said, baby, y'all was like the master duo. She said, I was lucky to have the master duo help me. She said, I will forever be grateful. Most definitely. She said, you guys gave me the time that I needed to take my break and live. But when I was ready to come back and run it, she said, y'all was like, all right, let's go. And she said, y'all did not, she was like, y'all was all gas, no brakes. Y'all was all for it. She said, I will forever be grateful for that. She said, Tim, she said, who would have thought this, you know? She said, who would have thought how big y'all get? She said, you're the #1 producer. She said, I don't care about times. She said, you still the #1 producer of all time. She said, can't nobody out-engineer you. She said, hands down. She said, can't nobody out-engineer you. It was times where y'all like had like jokes and stuff. She was a very jokester. Y'all had times, baby. Y'all had some times where y'all was really like joking. Like y'all had a lot of good times in the studio. Like y'all slept in the studio. There was times that sometimes y'all where it was cold. It was cold. It was something about cold. And y'all had to like kind of hurdle up together. It was I don't believe y'all was poor in any kind of way, but it was some situation to where y'all had to hurdle up together. It was like it was some situation that y'all had. And she said that was fun. She said it was horrible then, but she said it was fun. Most definitely. With you guys being from the East Coast, she said y'all meshed very, very well with each other. Y'all understood each other's dialect. Y'all understood each other's language. Y'all understood each other's love language. Spiritual burp, sorry y'all. She said those was the best times of my life. She said everybody that I've ever worked with, she said it was the best times of my life. She said I would do it again. She said I would repeat it all over again. She said the badness, the good, the ugly, the flack, I would repeat it all over again. She said I don't regret anything. She said the only thing that she's talking about her death. She said the only thing that she sincerely regrets is that she didn't listen to her intuition, or she didn't fight enough with her intuition. She said she listened to people that, she said the set of people that was around her during that time, they didn't give her any pushback on what she wanted to do. They were yes men. She said, but the real people would have told her to wait. But she said, you know, everything happens and she said basically everybody has their day. And she's, you know, she's not trying to talk too much on that because she don't want you guys to go back into that mindset or anything like that. She said she want to just, you know, remember the happy times. Distribution is what she's talking about. She's talking about with something with distribution. She's referring back to royalties. She's saying it's gonna work itself out for the better. Yeah, it's gonna work itself out for the better. She said that you guys kept my place for a long time. She said y'all kept it exactly the way it was for a long time. She said even in spirit I will walk through. She said, Mom, I know when you would sit in the living room, you would see me. She said, Rashad, you don't really believe in all of that. She said, but she said, you see me, but you second guess yourself. She said, it's me. It's absolutely me. It's something that has to do with Christmas. Something to do with this Christmas coming up. You might see her. She gonna, you know, give you guys a hi. But yeah, she used to always come and like surprise y'all with this hay. She was the life of the party. She was the ball of joy. Like she lit up a room whenever she came, you know, come around. So, you know, she just wanted to give y'all a quick message that she's always around and her spirit is much alive. She said, I'm always around. She said, I'm never going anywhere. Most definitely. Yeah. It's a lot of other things that she want to say, but she says she want to keep it surface level because the other things that she want to say is too personal to say on this site. You know, she was very private, very, very private when it comes to her private life, and she liked to keep it that way. But she said, Rashad, Mom, Dad, Robert, Missy, Tim. Mwah, that's what she did. All right, so hope that this message, you know, that I could help you guys in any kind of way. And this was from Aaliyah. Peace, y'all.